In an alternate reality, America finds itself in the middle of another catastrophic division. The echoes of a bygone era reverberate through the corridors of time, as the states of the original Confederacy, tired of what they perceive as federal overreach and cultural divergence, decide to secede from the Union once again. This bold move ignites a new era of conflict and bloodshed on American soil, a chilling echo of the nation's troubled past. Today, we delve into part 4 of our series, aiming to better understand this hypothetical scenario by examining the key cities on both sides of this modern divide. As we journey through these pivotal locations, we'll explore their strategic importance, analyze their role in shaping the course of this renewed conflict, and ponder the potential consequences of such a divisive event. So buckle up as we embark on this thought-provoking journey into the heart of a new American Civil War. Today's focus revolves around the key cities in this conflict, the strategic chess pieces in a grand game of power and control. We begin our journey with the Confederacy, where the city of Richmond, Virginia, takes center stage. As the capital of the Confederate States, Richmond is more than just a political powerhouse. Nestled in the heart of Virginia, it also boasts key industrial and transportation facilities, making it a vital logistical hub for Confederate military operations. Next, we travel to Atlanta, Georgia. This city emerges as a critical lifeline for the Confederacy, with its extensive railroad connections making it a prime distribution point for military supplies and agricultural goods. The Union, recognizing Atlanta's importance, targets it in a bid to sever these crucial supply lines. Our final stop in the Confederacy is Charleston, South Carolina. This coastal city, with its deep-water harbor, becomes a linchpin in Confederate naval operations and international trade. Union forces, understanding Charleston's strategic importance, seek to disrupt its thriving commerce and maritime activities. Shifting our gaze to the Union, we find Washington, D.C. standing firm as the symbol of federal authority, the capital of the United States, or what is now left of the former Union. This city, with its strategic location on the Potomac River, serves as the central hub of Union military operations and government decision-making, making it a prime target for Confederate forces. Our journey takes us next to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This city, with its robust economy and manufacturing capabilities, becomes a vital logistical center for the Union, supplying armies and supporting military campaigns in the Eastern Theater of Operations. We conclude our tour in New York City, the economic powerhouse of the Union. With its bustling ports and diverse industrial base, New York City drives the Northern war effort. As the primary gateway for international trade and commerce, it serves as a critical lifeline for the Union, coordinating military logistics and intelligence activities. In this alternate reality, these cities become the chessboard upon which the fate of a nation is decided. Each city, with its unique strategic importance, plays a pivotal role in the conflict, shaping the course of events and ultimately, the future of the nation. The power of geography, the strength of industry, and the will of the people converge in these urban centers, highlighting the complex interplay of factors that drive the dynamics of war and peace. In their struggle for control, both the Confederacy and the Union recognize the strategic importance of these cities, making them focal points in their competing visions for America's future, and the victories for each to hold over the other for a face of resolution to see the way through to their desired ending. As we've seen, the fate of a nation can hinge on the control of a few key urban centers, a testament to the enduring power of cities in shaping the course of history. As the Civil War unfolds, the fate of these key cities becomes inexorably intertwined with the broader struggle for national unity and sovereignty. Their capture or defense shapes the course of military campaigns, influences public opinion, and ultimately determines the outcome of a conflict that threatens to redefine the destiny of a divided nation. In this brutal chess game of war, urban warfare becomes a key strategy for both sides. The Confederacy and the Union employ a variety of tactics, from sieges and blockades to direct assaults, in their desperate attempts to control these urban centers. The cities, once bustling with life, are transformed into battlegrounds, their streets echoing with the sounds of gunfire, drone attacks, and missile explosions. The aftermath of these battles leaves a lasting impact of destruction on the cities and their inhabitants. Buildings are reduced to rubble, public services are disrupted, and the civilian population is caught in the crossfire. Yet, amidst this chaos and devastation, the spirit of resistance and resilience emerges, driving the inhabitants to rebuild and recover. The Civil War, in its quest for control over these cities, not only redefines their physical landscape, but also their social and political fabric. The cities, in their struggle for survival and recovery, become symbols of defiance and determination, their stories adding a new chapter to the narrative of the nation's history. Welcome to the disunion states of America, where the fate of the nation is written in the streets of its cities. As the ashes of war settle, the cities, once the theaters of brutal conflict, transform into the crucibles of rebirth. The aftermath of the urban warfare, while devastating, paves the way for a new era. The ruins of the old world become the foundations of the new. The Confederacy, rising from the ravages of war, begins to shape its identity in this modern age. The process is not without its challenges. The cities, scarred by the war, face the daunting task of reconstruction. But a newfound sense of unity and resilience fuels their efforts. The inhabitants, having endured the horrors of war, are driven by a collective will to rebuild and recover. They begin to restore their cities brick by brick, building not just structures, but a sense of community and identity that had been threatened by the war. At the same time, the Confederacy starts to reimagine its place in the world. The lessons of the war and the spirit of the cities guide its journey. It seeks to redefine its political, economic, and social structures, drawing inspiration from the resilience of its cities. The Confederacy's rise in the modern age is not just a story of recovery, but of transformation. A transformation fueled by the spirit of its cities, the lessons of its past, and the aspirations of its people. The cities, once the battlegrounds of the Civil War, now become the pillars of the new Confederacy. They are the symbols of its resilience, the engines of its growth, and the crucibles of its identity. In the post-war era, they emerge as the beacon of the Confederacy's rise in the modern age. In the next part of this video, we will explore how this rebirth of cities shapes the Confederacy's political landscape, giving rise to a new era of governance and diplomacy. In the wake of the Confederacy's rebirth, the political landscape undergoes a profound transformation. The cities, reborn from the ashes of war, become the epicenters of political evolution. With the emergence of new social structures, political ideologies are challenged, leading to the rise of a more progressive Confederacy, but still deeply at odds to what had become the former United States of America's liberalism. The spirit of unity and resilience, bred in the crucible of war and reconstruction, fosters a new political consciousness. This new political landscape is characterized by a shift from the centralized power structures of the past to more democratic forms of governance. The cities, with their diverse populations and burgeoning economies, demand greater representation and influence. They become the hotbeds of political discourse and debate, shaping the Confederacy's policies on issues ranging from economic development to social justice. This period also sees the rise of diplomacy as a crucial tool in the Confederacy's arsenal. Scarred by the horrors of urban warfare, the Confederacy seeks peaceful coexistence with its new and existing neighbors. It engages in a series of diplomatic initiatives, promoting dialogue and cooperation. The former United States must now contend with no longer being a superpower and having the ability to sway other countries at its will. These efforts not only strengthen the Confederacy's international standing, but also help to foster a culture of peace and mutual respect within its borders. In this new era, the cities of the Confederacy are not merely centers of economic activity. They are the driving force behind a political revolution, transforming the Confederacy into a dynamic and progressive entity. As we continue to explore the alternate history of the Confederacy, we will delve deeper into these fascinating developments. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like us and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing alternate history scenarios. In this new era of political transformation, the modern Confederacy begins to take shape. As the cities of the Confederacy continue to grow and prosper, they become incubators of change, fostering a spirit of progressiveness and innovation. The citizens, empowered by the democratic structures and policies, start to challenge the status quo, leading to significant social, economic, and political advancements. This period sees the rise of new forms of activism and advocacy as people across the Confederacy demand greater rights and freedoms, but are rooted in the true demand that a democracy is driven by the majority of the will of the people. The cities, with their diverse and dynamic populations, become the epicenters of these movements, shaping the Confederacy's trajectory towards a more majority-defined normal of a new country. Meanwhile, the Confederacy's diplomatic initiatives continue to bear fruit, earning it the respect and admiration of the international community. As a result, the Confederacy begins to play a more significant role in global affairs, contributing to discussions on important issues such as climate change, human rights, and international security. This new Confederacy is not just a resurrection of the past, but a vision of the future, a vibrant, progressive entity that is ready to take its place on the world stage. As we conclude this fascinating journey through the alternate history of the Confederacy, we invite you to join us in exploring other intriguing scenarios. Don't forget to like us and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. We would also love to hear your thoughts and ideas for this channel and videos. This is part 4 of an 8-part series on the rise of the original Confederacy in a modern age. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into our disunion states of America.